in the class, but outside the method.
Sir,
Hmm.
tell me, sir.
Where?
Tell me, sir. Count it, sir.
So outside the method, so basically when you declare a field like this,
Yes.
if you want to write any code related with the field, like if you
Okay.
want to say li dot add, it won't work. You cannot add code like this outside the method in the class. You
Yes,
can only
sir.
declare the fields. So apart from the method,
Uh,
you can write code in the method. Apart from the method, where else you can write the code properly?
uh, static.
Yes, correct. So it is a static block. So apart from the methods, these are the other entities we have. It's called static block. So something enclosed in quotes with static keyword. So here you can say because it's a non-static field cannot be accessed here, but in case this is a static field, now it can be accessed. See, now we are able to write a method, make a call here. So this is one entity. Apart from that, there is something called non-static block. This is also valid. So there are these are called static block and non-static blocks. They're just enclosed in quotes. Braces without any method name. So what is the use? All earlier we have discussed. Again, maybe later we'll see. Regarding the methods that we missed for the array list, the important methods are about add. So how we can add an element in array list? So this is different from the set. So why it's different from the set? So as Pavitra
Sir,
told, it's because of index. So
yes,
how
sir.
you can add the element here
Where, sir?
using the array list? If you want to add an element to an array list, how can we add?
Li dot add.
Uh,
Add of the element, sir.
add of the element.
Yes, sir. Inside the bracket.
No, that is the difference I'm saying. So in set you are doing like that, just saying add an element. So how you can do here in array list?
By giving index.
Yes. So this is the additional method you are having. So if
Yes,
you
sir.
give just add, it will be added at the end of the list. Already one element is the second element will be this element. So but if you can specify the index, so directly the position you are deciding like this. So already if there is an element also, a new element can be inserted at the, how can you insert the new element in the starting position? Already one element is there. So I said li dot add 200. So now this will be the first element. In case you don't have these two blocks. So this is the first element. Now I want to add 300 in the beginning of the list. How can I add?
By using giving the index as
Hmm.
one, sir.
Index starts at 0. So I'll say li dot add 0 for
Um,
300.
yes, sir.
So this is also one thing we need to remember. So index starts at 0. The first element will be in the 0 location.
Okay, sir.
Who answered it? What happened? No answer. Who answered just now?
Sir,
Who answered just now actually regarding the index?
I don't know, sir. In messages, sir.
No, just now you told na index thing.
Yes, sir.
Li dot add one. You said na. Who told this?
Me only, sir.
Okay. So
Okay,
instead of one, you have to say 0. So first element will be in the
zero.
0th
Okay.
position.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. This is one thing we forgot. Another thing is the iterator. What is the additional iterator we have in the array list?
List iterator, sir.
Yes. So array list can return list iterator. So the advantage of list iterator is it can move back and forward. So actually iterator, what we're saying, while I has next, while list has next, li next. But in the list iterator, you can move even back. Something like you can say li dot previous. So you can move li dot previous next, and also
Next
the
index.
index. So that's about the list iterator. And one more thing is, so how can we remove an element in a set?
By remove, sir.
Remove what? What is the parameter?
Clear is cleared all, sir.
Yeah, remove what parameter will pass.
Mm,
Index.
So if li is a set, you'll say li dot remove. You know what is the parameter, right?
uh, set, sir.
Now, what do you want to remove? For example, let's say
Sir,
the set.
index of that element.
Element of set, sir.
So the element which you want to remove, you will pass. For example,
Yes, sir.
100. So then if that element is present, that will be removed. If it is not, it won't be removed and it will return some Boolean value, false, something like that. So now, in the list, how can you remove an element? What value will pass?
Index, sir. Index or what?
Right. So Mani was telling. So that is one thing. Index is one thing, but here also, if you want, you can remove. You can pass the value also. But the additional method here is index. So as index is maintained in a list, you can even pass the index. So the element in that specific index will be deleted. So you can see the difference. If you are removing the data type difference. So the index will be int value. It's a primitive int value. Whereas the other parameter is the object, even in case of integers, it will be an integer object, integer type, not int type. So that's how the difference will be understood by the compiler. So this will remove the element at the index 2. So that is the difference, is the additional methods we have here. So sometimes this also will be useful, that you don't know the value, but you just want to remove an element at the specific location. For example, the beginning element you want to remove. If you want to So Vanati, how can you remove the last element in a list?
Last index of.
Last index of will just give you the index of the element, the value. If value is present multiple times, then it will give you the last index of it. That's all. Don't remove it. So now what I'm asking is how you can remove the last element of a list. So the method you have to use is remove only. Now using remove, how can you remove the last element?
Length minus 1.
Correct. So you just have to specify the index of it. Li dot remove. Then not length exactly. Here we use something like li dot size
Okay, sir.
minus 1. So this is the index we are passing.
Okay, sir.
Completely. My key is not working. So like this, you can specify the last index of last element in the list, and that's how we can remove the last element. One more thing we have here is we have set method. So if already a list is there, if you are saying like this, add 0, 300, then the element, first element is being moved to the next position, and at the 0th location 300 is coming. But in case you say li dot set, then what happens?
Sir, it will update the value at 0, sir. 300 to 400. Change, it will change, sir.
So what about the size now? What about size here? Size changes here and size changes here.
No size change, sir.
No, in this case, what happens is when you say li dot add 0, so this additional element is being added. Size will increase. But when you say li dot set, the
I
size
know,
of
sir.
the list remains same. Only thing is the element at 0th location is being changed. Just update.
Oh,
The size of the list remains same.
I say it as whole, sir.
If you were asking some doubt, no doubts, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one other thing is the same thing like for add how you are using the index. What if your new collection is there? So you got new collection. The entire collection you want to add from the location 3. How can you add it? One big collection is there already. Something like so you can add only similar elements. Similar same data types only you can add. So like this. A new set is there. Already it is having some elements. How can we add this collection at third location? What happened? So what is the method we have to add multiple elements at the same time to a collection?
Sir, constructor
Yeah, that is one method.
on the
What if what is the another method you have?
add all.
Right, add all. So now how can you do it in the list? I want to add it in the third location.
By using set, sir.
No, I want to add. Set what it will do is it will update. And also it will
Giving
update only one value. Here we want to
Uh,
add the entire collection to the list li.
sir, by giving index to add, sir.
So what is the you have to tell the code.
Okay, sir. li2 dot add.
No, I want to add li2 to li.
Oh, li2 dot add all.
That is wrong. li2 is a set.
Yes, sir.
So what I want to do is I want to add li2 to li. Li is the list.
Okay, sir.
So what you are saying is li2 dot add. li2 dot add means we are adding an element to li2. But here I want to add an element to li. That to all the elements in li2. How can we add?
li dot add all of 3 comma li2.
Yeah, correct. But you should not say 3, it is 2 because third position means index 2.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So it will be 2 comma li2. So what you have to observe here is I am able to add different collection. This is set. We are adding that to a list. So that's also possible with add all. And because this is array list, you can use even the index like this. Same thing we can do with set also, but you cannot use the index. So now can you guys tell what are the additional methods we got in array list?
So set.
So Vanati, can you tell?
Yes.
So what is the difference you observed between the methods of a set and the list?
Index, sir, index.
No, not like
In-
that. I explained you so many methods. So just list out, just explain me different methods we have used additionally in the release.
mm, methods based on index, sir. In this we used.
For example, add we are using differently. We are having index also here. That is not there in the set. So li dot add and you're giving index and also element. Okay, that is one thing. Next,
Mm,
we're having the set method so that element in the specific location can be updated.
sir.
What is the next? Next thing is iterator. So there we have only one iterator. Here we are also having list iterator,
Yes.
which is having some additional functionality, which will allow you to move back also.
Okay, sir.
Next, money. Can you tell other methods? I told about add, and then I told about list iterator. What else you remember in array list? So I think you guys forgot. So now Savita, can you tell?
Sir, add all with index.
Add all with index. So in set you have only add, but here you have add all at the specific index. Yes. Next.
Then yesterday we see a sublist, sir.
Yeah. Get a sublist. Right. Sublist will be used to get some range of values from 4th location to 6th location, like that. So that is also written in a list again. What else?
Then list iterator has previous.
Yeah, that I told you. List
Okay,
iterator I told. Okay, you told
next
about
that.
add all. Okay. Sublist you told. Okay.
Then
So when you're telling about sublist, you remember that even before sublist, you have get. Get
index
will
of.
get the an element in the specific index.
Yes, sir.
So get and sublist.
Yes, sir.
What
Okay.
else?
Then
Not
mm,
remove. So there we have only remove element method. Here you can even use index. So remove at the specific index. That will be useful in many cases. So which cannot be done with the set. Here you can remove at the specific location. Okay.
okay. Okay, sir.
Are we done? One more thing is conversion from array to list you can do, but to set you cannot do directly. Arrays
Yes,
dot
sir.
as this method is there for the list.
Then two arrays, sir.
To array, that's what you guys all now you have to tell me. So
Yes, sir.
Vanati, can we use to array method on a set? So to
Yes.
array method is used to convert from list to the array. So same thing you can you use on set?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So basically, this method belongs to collection. Collection, same thing is, so that's why this method is there in both set as well as array list to array. So you can convert any collection to array. But array you can convert only to list but not to the set because you have this method arrays.asList. And so it's the additional methods: remove, get, add all in the specific location, sublist, list iterator, set. Another thing is the set method. So okay, we're done with the array list. Next thing is map. So map, what are the implementations we have? See, you should not take time like this. First, a simple question.
Sir,
Whenever you say map means you have to remember hash map.
hash. Okay.
List means array list.
Array list. Set means hash.
Mm, hash
Okay, sir.
is there, tree set is there, like this. At least one implementation you have to remember.
Okay, sir.
So you also know that the implementations are similar to set. For a map, that also Savita told yesterday. So map, like you have for set, you have hash set and then tree set. Similarly, for map also, you have hash map, linked hash map, and
Tree.
tree map. So here also in the diamond operator, I need not specify again the integer and string. So it is understood from the variable name declaration. So Mani, why do we have two data types here?
One for key, one for value, sir.
Which one is key?
First one is key
Right.
and string is value.
So now can I use that map in this test method?
Yeah. No, I know.
Yes, because these are the class members. They're called fields. And these fields can be used in any of the methods in the class. This is test 1, this is test 2. So in any of the methods we can use the fields. So M is accessible here. So I think we have discussed, we have not yet discussed, I think a couple of methods we already discussed about maps, key set,
Yes, sir.
values. So now how to check
Yes.
for How do we know one value exists in the map or not?
Contains key.
Yeah, you can check for the key using contains key, and for the value using contains value.
Contains value.
So instead of navigate through the map using keys and check for the value. So if you don't have this one, contains value. So how can you check whether test is present in the map or not? The method is not available then.
Sir, index get method, sir.
Yeah, get method, using get method you can get the value of a key. But how do you know whether test is present as a value or not? So what you guessed is correct, but that is not enough, right? So
Yes,
you say
sir.
get 12, then the value present at the with the key 12, that value will be returned. So next what will you do?
If it is not written, then it not present, sir.
No, maybe the key 12 may not be present, right? So m dot get 12 is not returning value, means the key is not present, right?
Yes, sir.
Or maybe if it is returning null, means 12 is mapping to a null value. That's what you will know. But what I am asking is, how do you know the value test is present or not? So what you thought is correct, but more you have to put here.
Um,
So now the only method you get the values is using the get method, because there is one method that contains value. Also, okay,
get
there are 2-3 ways you can think of. Two ways are there. So this is what about programming. So that's simple things. Now we need to find using programming, little bit of programming. Then you may have to do some complex programming later.
if
Hmm.
if condition is applied as
Yeah, that is also correct. If is applied, how you will do that?
if if inside the condition we put get the method get key,
Hmm. So the
then
key, okay, key m dot get key means only one key you can get. So but which key you will specify in the if condition?
uh,
So I think everybody understood the question. The question is, there is a method called m contains value. So to know whether test is present in the values or not. So what I'm asking is, in case this method is not available, how do you know whether test value is present in the map m or not?
sir, first we get the get method and get of test, that like we get the
The first what you have to write, you tell me.
get and return the to get key of get of test.
No, what I'm saying, m dot get key, you want to see whether it is test, right?
Yes, sir.
You want to compare with the test.
Hmm.
But what key will
Hmm.
pass here?
Value of that.
Yeah, this is value. M dot get will give you the value.
Yes, sir.
Right, but what key you can send here? So value, the key of that value can be any key, right? So, but how do you know which key you have to pass here?
Um, get key of uh, tester, sir.
Get key off. What do you mean by off?
Inside the bracket. M dot get key of tester.
We don't have any such thing in Java. You cannot do like this.
So
Get
this
key off.
value is there, sir.
Value. No, value is not there. That's why you are using m dot get, right?
Yes, sir.
So using m dot get, you are getting the value. So regarding value, what is the other method you have?
Test, sir. M dot get
Value is not there.
equal to test.
Right. That is correct. M dot get equals to test. That's what you want to check.
Yes, sir.
But for which key you will test this?
Mm,
Enter that key value, sir.
12.
12.
12.
And then only you'll check for 12. But it is possible that for 11 key called 11 there is test. How do you know that?
So we use.
So that means you're checking only for 12, right?
So
Yes, sir.
use get all, sir. Get all method
No,
is
but
there.
that is not our requirement. No? It is not compulsory that only 12 should map with test. We just want to see whether test is present. It can be mapped to any key.
Key set, sir.
Yeah, keys. Okay, key set will give you all the keys. Then what you will do?
Mm-hmm. Then check with each key, sir.
Yes. So you know that, right? So you can check with each key. How can you check that?
By using for each loop, sir.
Hmm. So how to write the for each loop?
For each, then
For each is
declare
not there.
Yeah, sorry.
Each
Integer.
keyword is not there in Java. How can you write?
colon for bracket, declare one variable,
So keys are of
colon,
which type? Integer. So you have to declare an integer.
integer key.
Integer I colon.
Okay. Key set,
What key set?
integer of
Hmm.
key set, integer array key set.
Integer array key set.
Yes.
Where is the key set method?
Key set method is in
Test.
No, in Java, how can you call a method?
by creating object for the method, sir.
So
Class.
then which object you use here?
M, sir. M dot key set.
Huh. So you cannot just use key set just like that. So any method you cannot call without any object or a class
Okay.
unless you are calling same method in a class. One method can call the other method in a class. For example, test2 can call test1 directly without any object or a class. But here you are calling method of some other class called hashmap. Then you have to use the class name or object name. So key set is present in object M. So and also you are dealing with that particular object. In that object you are checking whether this value is present or not. So that's why what you have to write now,
M dot keys. Okay.
M dot key set will return. So that's how you're checking each of the key of the object M. So one time one key will come. So next, what about the next line now?
M dot get of I dot E.
M dot get I equals test. Then what do you have to do?
Then
Hmm.
a print a content or print a true or false packet. This is how.
If you want, maybe if you want to take the key, then just so okay. I want to know the key. Otherwise, I want to say not found. What I have to do? So if found, I want to print the key.
Sir? What, sir?
So
What?
if the
Okay, sir.
value is found, I want to store that key in some variable.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Then place integer k any variable equal to I, sir.
Integer key equals to
I get of
I,
I.
because now I have that key for which value is coming as test. Because you wrote the condition here, this condition is satisfied means m dot get I. That means that key is having the value test. It's mapping to test. So key is I. Okay.
Then
Hmm.
we print key I and print the
Okay,
value
that is
when
enough. We have stored, right? That is enough. So key is having the, so to make it available outside, you have to declare this one out of the loop. So then only it is recognized out of the loop. Integer
okay,
key have declared here, then you can say key equals to I. So
okay,
this now you can use outside the condition also you can use, or outside the
okay,
for loop also you can use it now. It is available now outside. Okay, what? So now we have captured whatever we want. Next, what we want to do?
we find the values also by using get of key.
Yeah, that's what we did now. We found the
Yes.
value using the get method.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Then what want to do?
So that's what I'm asking. You found the key. For example, for the first key itself, it has matched.
Yes, sir.
Then what
Uh,
happens? So key are stored. Then
I
shall we go for the second key?
yes, sir.
What is the use? Because we already got our key, right?
It may have duplicates also, sir.
I'm not interested. I want to just see. So test is already we obtained the key for the test.
Then
That is
break.
present in
Okay,
first location only.
Then we use
I
break.
mean, first key I got it.
sir.
So this loop, what happens? Now it will go to the second key, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we are here for each loop is for all the keys in the map. So
Yes,
do we
sir.
want to go for the second key also now? Is it
Don't want.
required?
Don't want, sir.
Then what shall we do now?
Break that loop.
Break.
Yes, so money is correct. So here we have to break. Key equals to I and then break. So what does break do?
It will come out of the loop, sir.
Yes, so it won't go to the next iteration in the loop. So this is how you have to understand the programming.
Yes, sir. It's interesting, sir.
Hmm. So if you try for some problem, that's how slowly you'll get the answers. And Next time you have to apply them whenever the problem comes.
Okay.
So to go through entire this thing loop, you have the for each loop, and then to check for the value, you have the get method, and you have the break statement to come out of the loop. So instead of all doing all this directly, they have, but in this case, you can't get the key. You can just know that test is present in the map. You cannot get the key of it. So in case you want to get the key of the specific value, then this is the only method. This is the only way you can do. So you found the key belonging to the value. So if I just want to see whether value is present or not, what is the other way? This is one way. Contains value is one way.
Sir, there is no method for getting the key, sir.
Getting the key. No, what method you have? You don't have, right? So you're checking for
Okay,
the
sir.
whether you're getting the here you are getting the value. Because why we don't have it is you know that values are
You
not unique. Yes. Keys are
yes, sir.
unique, then you can say m dot get the value will be coming.
Okay.
So now what I'm asking, what is the other method? So you just want to see value is present or not. So contains value is one thing, and this is another way. Like you are going through entire map. Is there
Sir,
any other?
values also.
So you're saying m dot values. It will give you all the
It
values.
will return all values.
Now, how do you know whether test is present or not?
Sir, if values of inside the for loop,
Hmm.
if values equal to test,
No, first of all, m dot values, right? You're saying values, so
it's
that means you're saying m dot values. So what is returning? It is returning a
set of values,
collection
all values.
collection actually. So it
Yes,
will
sir.
return all the values. Then what you will do?
Um, like that for
Collection
each
of
loop.
string. For example, it is a collection of string. This is values. Then
M dot values. Okay, sir. Uh,
so now what you have to check? So whether test is present in the values or not. So how can you check?
if
Can we use for each loop?
yes, sir.
How can you use that?
For integer I colon m dot values of
String is from values. Okay. Okay. String is for each string in the values. As it is a collection,
oh,
we can use for each loop on that. So for all
oh,
the collection classes, we have for each loop. Okay.
okay, sir. If yes if s dot equals test.
Hmm. Then you can print some statement that found and you can break, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means if people forgot one method now, how can we make it simpler without using for each loop?
Sir.
So how can we make it more simple without using the for each loop?
Um,
We just want to see whether test is present in the values or not.
contains
Yes, so it's a collection. So yesterday I think we discussed already that collection has all these methods. We have add all, contains. So I told you that we can even add and remove and also search for the value using in any collection class, both set and list we can do that. So that's how when you do programming you'll remember things. So yesterday we discussed, but people forgot that we have the contains method. Okay, directly you can check like this. What it will return? Contains method.
Boolean value, sir.
So it will say true or false. So if the value is present, it will say true. Values you can write a if condition like this. Values contains test. Then we can print found. Otherwise not found. How to write otherwise?
Else, sir.
That's all. You don't need a for each loop here. Just use the contain method. Inside the contains, maybe they wrote programming like that. So instead they will do all the for each loop. So that is the advantage of using the classes. So instead of you writing all the code in the collection, in the contains method, they are doing all these things. They are doing a for each loop. They are going through all the elements of the collection and checking whether it is equals to test. That's what done in the contains method. So today we have discussed about the methods of list, extra methods of the list, and the map we have seen about how to use contains value, contains key, and also how to get the key of a value using the for each loop. And also you understood about the contains method of a collection, how you can check whether that value is present in the collection or not. Okay, so still long way to go for the programming. Maybe we may need one more class, one or two classes I think. Then we can enter into programming for these collections. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank you.